So we have an urgent breaking news coming out. Do me a favor and share this video. Once again, thank you so much for your support. This here is going to be my second update video. Pentagon Chief Pete has authorized departure of military dependents from location across the Mideast, US defense official says. Once again, big breaking news, a huge evacuation. There's also very important military codes going on right now. Someone asked, what does it mean? An uptick in traffic on HFGS along with the incidents of evacuation in the Middle East indicates a change in combat status or the movement of military assets. Call signs such as mainsail and the mention of nets are a further indication of activity. So once again, guys, let me just play this really quick. If you can, please share the video. We are definitely seeing something here.
This is rhetoric. I have to weak but readable. Requesting to enter the net at this time. Over. Rhetoric. This is mainsail. Mainsail. Stand by for authentication. Over. This is rhetoric. I have to weak but readable. Requesting to enter the net at this time. Over. Rhetoric. This is mainsail. Mainsail. Stand by for authentication. Over.
Okay, so once again, guys, a lot of code messages is being sent out. Again, we need to pray for a lot of people out there. So this is gonna be my second video. If you missed my first one, the link will be in the comments box. So warships out there, we're talking about like the British warship, US warship has been placed on high alert, SOS high alert. All right, so and military bases across Persia has been placed on high alert. All right, so there is evacuation that has been announced. U.S. Embassy and other diplomatic sites and countries across the Mideast are being prepared for evacuation after Persia Defense Minister Aziz threatened to strike the sleeping giant military bases throughout the Mideast earlier today. If tensions continue to escalate the region, or if nuclear talks collapse between the two, Tehran and Washington. Guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters, a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Guys, just to bring the updates again, a lot of you don't know, but I'm planning on taking 2 days off this week. Again, I have some family and my birthday's coming up, and I haven't taken a break in a very long time. So I did open up a GoFundMe birthday bash for those of you that want to send Louis a gift. Again, you don't have to, but the PayPal link and the GoFundMe link will be in the comments box and also description box. Also, you can see it in the live chat too. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, guys. And I got a feeling once I take days off, things are gonna hit the fan. So, yeah, we're gonna see what's going on here. Issued June 11, 2025, UK MTO has made aware of increased tensions within the region, which could lead to an escalation of military activity having a direct impact on mariners. Vessels are advised, again, warships, to transit the Arabian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, and Strait of Hormuz with caution and are to report incidents or suspicious activity to UK MTO, IAW BMP. Now, guys, if things starts to escalate, now I'm not gonna make a lot of video, but I probably would do like a night stream, like like midnight live stream, like the one I'm doing at Grand Supreme News. But again, like I said, I'm thinking about just completely taking the day off. So here's the news article. Associated Press is putting out the information here. American military has authorized the voluntary departure of troops, soldiers, dependents from locations across the Mideast as tensions with Persia have risen, two U.S. officials said Wednesday. One U.S. defense official said that the order came from Secretary of Defense Pete. Oh, man. The official said that U.S. military was working with the State Department and its allies in the region to maintain a constant state of readiness. The official spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss a decision that had yet to be made public. Now, the State Department is preparing to order the departure of all non-essential personnel from the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad due to the potential for region unrest, two U.S. officials said Wednesday. The Baghdad Embassy has already been on limited staffing, and the order will not affect a large number of personnel. The department, however, also is authorizing the departure of non-essential personnel and family members from Bahrain and Kuwait. That gives them an option on whether to leave the country. The Pentagon is standing by to support a potential evacuation of U.S. personnel from the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, another sleeping giant official said. The official spoke on the condition of anonymity to detail plans that had not been made public. Tensions in the region have been rising in recent days as talk between the U.S. and Persia over its rapidly advancing nuclear program appeared to have hit an impasse. Man, things are really gonna hit the fan. You thought California was bad? Just wait till the Mid-E. A lot of people's gonna say, man, Donald, you said you was gonna bring peace, man. You said you was gonna bring peace to the world. What does the Bible say? When spoken of peace and safety, sudden destruction shall follow. Now, I'm not saying Donald's starting stuff, but one thing I tell you, Donald, you're not bringing peace, man. You're not bringing peace. And I'm not saying it's Donald's fault, but he said he was going to bring peace to the world. And we all know that the Bible says something different. We believe what Scripture says. Again, so, King David thought he could bring peace. He couldn't. All these other leaders try to do it. You can't. Meanwhile, the Board of Governors at the International Atomic Energy Agency was said to potentially vote on a measures to censor Persia, Iran. That could set in motion an effort to snap back UN sanctions on Persia via a measure in Tehran 2015 nuclear deal with world powers that's still active until October. Amid the reports of preparation for embassy departure, Persia mission to the UN posted on social media that warning of overwhelming force won't change the fact. Persia is not seeking a nuclear equipment. And sleeping giant militarism only fuels instability, the Persian mission wrote. Now, Persia Defense Minister General Aziz, this is the one, this is the man right here. Once again, Persia Defense Minister General separately told journalists Wednesday, today, June 11, 2025, that he hoped talks with U.S. would yield result, though Tehran stood ready to respond. If conflict is imposed on us, the opponent's casualty will certainly be more than ours. Whoa. And in that case, the sleeping giant must leave the region now, because all its bases are within our reach. We have access to them. We will target all of them in the host countries without hesitation. Oh man, he's telling them you better get out. Earlier Wednesday, a statement from the UK Maritime Trade Operations Centre, Mid-East based efforts overseen by the British Navy, issued a warning to ships in the region that it has been made aware of increased tension within the region, which could lead to an escalation of military activity, have a direct impact on mariners. It urged caution in the Persian Gulf, the Gulf of Oman, and the Strait of Hormuz. It did not name Iran, though those waterways have seen Persian ships, seizures, and strike in the past. All right, so this is a very concerning news here. Very, very concerning. Let me go back on X and see if there's any more information here. Look at this. The odds of the Holy Land military action against Persia before July have spiked on police markets, betting market over the last few hours, current sitting at over 40%, following reports today of bases being placed on heightened alert, as well as non-essential personnel and military dependents being evacuated from diplomatic sites and bases throughout the Mid-East. Man. It seems like June will be the month. Look at this. They're already blasting the alarm in Iraq. Increased military air activity reported over western Iraq. Give me a second here. I don't hear nothing. It just wind. Okay, give me a second here. So countries are getting ready. According to a defense official who spoke to Axios, Secretary of Defense Pete has authorized the voluntary departure of military dependents from location across the U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, area of responsibility. CENTCOM is working in close coordination with our Department of State counterparts, as well as our allies and partners in the region, to maintain a constant state of readiness to support any numbers of missions around the world at any time. The safety and security of our services members and their families remains our highest priority, and CENTCOM is monitoring the development tensions in the Middle East. I got a strong feeling if they nuke Persia, the bear is going to nuke Europe. And there's a possibility the Holy Land could get hit really bad. This could spark WWE3. This here could spark WWE3. Donald needs to think twice before, going with this, because there's no coming back. There's no coming back. There is no coming back. Give me a second here. I'm gonna have to put an image here really quick. Okay, so we have a breaking news. Let me show you right now. Okay, so okay, here we go. So this is coming out from Iran Observer. All right, so they're putting out this information. Got something in my eye. I totally apologize. Rumors in the Persian media that the supreme leader across the region have been told to issue fatwas for, again, I'm skip that name, against the Holy Land and the U.S. in the event of a strike on Persia. Give me a second here. Let me just pull up this information. This got to be a missile. This got to be a missile. Um. Actually, it's not a missile. I totally apologize. Give me a second here. It says a fatwa is a legal opinion or decree issued by a recognized religious authority in Islam, usually a mufti or scholars on a point of their law. Alright, so I'm just gonna skip this one here. So far, this is all the information that's coming out. Like I said, I would keep it updated with all these news here, guys. Look at this. I want to show you something really quick. Look at this. See that map? That's Persia. These are the sleeping giant bases. You see all them bases? That's a lot. That is a lot. That there is a lot of bases. Wow. Wow. Boy, oh boy. And that's what Persia is saying. We could hit every single one of them. And now everything is on high alert. You see that map? Persia say they could hit it. Persia say you need to get out. You need to leave now. Man. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please share the video. Please pray for a lot of people out there. And boy, oh boy, man. I pray that nothing happens. I pray that nothing happens. But you got Secretary of Defense. He's sounding the alarm. You got Persia General. He's sounding the alarm. And now evacuation order has been announced. And it is, again, warship on alert and military code being sent out. We are seeing it, living it, and witnessing Bible prophecy happening right in front of our faces. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Once again, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.